Playing World of Warcraft. I suppose I have to take off my other video earlier because apparently my WoW changed from World of Warcraft 64-bit, I think it was, to EXE or something like that. So my last video was sound but no video, so I guess I do actually kind of have to do an Alliance video again if I actually want to see the Alliance stuff. I should change this over here to say horde. I guess to H-O-R-D. Huh, H-O... no. R... horde. Is that spelled right? H-O-R-D... is there an E at the end of that maybe? Let's try that. That seems to kind of be... maybe, okay, I'm like 50 some odd minutes. This isn't supposed to be connected to my other one. Soulfire. Burns the enemy, so dealing... okay, let's go with... Confabulate. Does 600 damage. No, Incinerate is what I'm thinking of. Okay, so this here has 600 damage. Instantly boom. Reduces the cast time of your next Chaos Bolt by 30% for 10 seconds. So one of those, fire off a Chaos Bolt. 400. This right here does 1700. This right here does 200 up front and then 1100 over time. Drain life from the target, causing 400 damage over 4 seconds, and healing for 500% of the damage done. So, if I deal 400, we'll heal for 2,000, I guess. I haven't played this one in a while. I used to have my Dimensional Rift, which I'm not entirely sure that's usable anymore. Channel Demon Fire might be usable, I don't know. Conjured Mana Bun, Instant, and a Shadow. Temporarily increase the current and maximum health by... okay. So, Conflagrate. Incinerate. Conflagrate, okay. Deals 25% increased damage and grants an additional charge of backdraft. Huh? Generates 5 soul shards fragments. Oh yeah, this right here's mana. This right here's 2 soul shards. This generates 5? Okay. Periodic damage generates 1 soul shard fragment and has chance to generate an additional 1 on critical strikes. Okay. I think the soul shard fragments are pieces of whatever this is. And I guess there must be 5 pieces per one, because last I checked anyway, you hit this and you basically get a mark on here. So it's like, hit it once, fire off a Chaos Bolt, hit it again, fire off another Chaos Bolt, and have like leftover soul shard sort of thing for that, you know, third proc if it's up by then to fire it again. Chaos Bolt increases the damage you deal to the target by 10% for 7 seconds. I usually go with passives. I'll admit Soulfire. 40-yard range, 20-second cooldown, 1.3 second cast, burns the enemy's soul, dealing 700 fire damage. Cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds for every soul shard you spend. Okay. Generates 4 soul shard fragments. So fire off one of these. That's an instant cast spell, and then cast one of these, which has a discount, so still that'd be around 2 seconds, I think. So that's, and then fire off another one of these, and then this right here is 4 seconds plus. Oh, how long is the global cooldown? Which is add some time to that. So you'd be lucky if you fire off 3 of these by the time you do 2 of these, I think. And that's 600, so that's 25 damage per 100, so it would do a little bit. Where 10% extra damage for 7 seconds after I launch one of these. I don't know which would be better, actually. We'll play around with this, I guess. Chaos Bolt consumes 5 seconds of over time effect on your target, instantly dealing that much damage. Okay. So if I stick this on somebody... No, wait, what? Yeah, I was right. Immolate. Up to 5 seconds on your target. So 1100 divided by 18 is like, and then you times that by 5. So it would add a little bit of damage to the Chaos Bolt. Your spells have a chance to grant you 15% haste for 8 seconds. Blast the target for 400 Shadow Flame damage. If the target dies within 5 seconds and yields experience or honor, Shadow Burn's cooldown is reset. That increases my damage of my Chaos Bolt, where my spells have a chance to increase my haste. Let's see how well this triggers, and then might switch it to the other one. Your Soul Leech Absorption now passively regenerates at a rate of 0.5 of maximum health every 1 second, and may now absorb up to 15% of your maximum health. Okay. Increases your movement speed by 50%, but also damages you of your maximum health every second. Dark Pact. Sacrifice 20% of your current health to shield you for 250 of the sacrificed health. So 20% of your current health. Okay. So that's like right now 20% of 100, let's say, is 20, I guess. Where 20% of 10 would be 2, so I think I like this better. This gives me constant. Constant health regen and gives me a shield as well. So there may be some times where you wouldn't mind sacking some health, like, oh, when I pull this, this will definitely hurt. Like, it's like, oh, 20%, and in that 20 seconds you will lose that 250 health, but... Rain of Fire damage has a 20% chance to generate a soul shroud fragment. Don't know how much I'm going to be doing that. AoE, kind of, but... This right here kind of targets multiple targets too, I think, anyway. At least it did. Incinerate now also hits all enemies near your target for 40% damage and generates 1 soul shard fragment for each additional enemy hit. Okay, so that right there would be the Incinerate. Is this one right? Yeah. That's why Incinerate is AoE. But I think it's actually better than the Rain of Fire anyway. Cataclysm calls forth a cataclysm. So I destroy the board and my hand in her stone. Target location dealing 12 Shadow Flame damage to all enemies within 8 yards and afflicting them with a mullet. Neat. 30-second cooldown, so cleave AoE kind of. You could technically use that in a single target encounter, I guess, but this right here might not be best, but I still like the passive things. Reduces the cooldown of Shadow Fury by 15 seconds, which is Shadow Fury? Huh? Okay, nope. I said okay. And can I have these both open? What is Shadow Fury? Okay, my... That's annoying that I gotta look this up. Shadow Fury. Okay, I'm not using whatever this is. Stuns all enemies within 8 yards for 3 seconds. Oh, okay. Is that a new thing, or is that just one of the things that was on my bar that's not there because I have less room now? Stunning targets could be useful. Could be, but since we don't currently use that, or it's new, one of those two, reduces the cooldown on Shadow Fury by Grimoire of Supremacy. While you have an Infernal active, every soul shard you spend increases the damage of your Chaos Bolt by 8%. Neat. Sacrifices your Grim Totem. I sort out that says. Grimo, or whatever. I've heard that word before, but I just got to go ahead and actually pronounce that. Sacrifices your demon's power, your demon pet for power, gaining its command demon ability and causing your spells to sometimes also deal shadow damage. Lasts 1 hour until you summon. Okay, so it's like Lone Wolf kind of. So my spells deal an additional 200 damage sometimes, and I gain the ability of my pet, the special ability that they have. Inferno. While I have an Infernal active, which is a 3-minute cooldown, so... I'm used to having my Infernal as a pet actually out all the time, but I might do that on... I do occasionally use the big pets. Where is the Doomguard? Do I not have that no more? So I think the Doomguard would have been right here. Doom Totem of Supremacy maybe, I guess? Oh, okay. Demon pet this, and what's this one? Conflagrate. Conflagrate does an additional 400 damage over, okay. For 30 seconds while I use shards, I do more damage. I'm gonna go with this one. And I guess at some point in time I didn't notice I was reading this one and on this tier. Horrifies an enemy target into fleeing. Incapacitate for 3 seconds and healing you for 20% of your maximum health. Demonic Circle. Summons a Demonic Circle for 15. Every 45 seconds I can heal myself for that. Until I'm told otherwise, I suppose I'll remove my Dimensional Rift and... Can I use this ability? I don't. I'll have to try to actually use that, but I might not be able to do that. Oh my goodness! My action... No, my taskbar at my bottom keeps popping up. Since we no longer have the full screen ability. At least last I checked in videos I've heard about have said you don't have them, so... I don't know if that's 100% true though. Every soul shard you spend has a 50% chance to be refunded. Channel Demon Fire launches... Oh yeah, that was a talent, okay. 15 bolts of Fellfire over random targets affected by your Immolate. Which is this right here, right? So... Cleaves for... Launches 15 bolts of Fellfire over... Each bolt does 114 damage to the target and 50 fire damage to nearby enemies, so... A single target that is 15 times that, which is... Dark Souls. Neat. I think I'll go with this one though. It's the one I had been using prior to that, so... Channel to Demon Fire. Well, let's put this down here. Still the same thing? Okay, just checking. PvP talents. I might look at those later. Depending on how long that keeps popping up every 5 seconds, because I haven't done that, but, you know. So I'm supposed to go visit the War Chief. Which means we want to go to this way. Take that Dalaran portal to Orgrimmar. Wait, why? So I can go to the Undercity and... What is the Hand of Fate? Is that the same quest, or... Is that for those of us who are in Orgrimmar, maybe? I'm gonna see what this is, although this might just be... Go visit the War Chief in Undercity. I'm thinking, is that a quest? I need to check something too. Outside of the city I want to go that direction, kind of. Okay, so... Let's head this way first, fly up a little bit, go this way. Out of the city and turn that direction, really, but... Let's aim for the ground, hopefully I don't overfly that too much. How are we actually shooting this? Let's refresh this button over here. This is more than a black screen, I mean. Live. Good, I can see myself. I am on the ground, okay. As we had planned. Nobody visiting quite yet. I wonder how many visitors I had on my black screen. Didn't notice anybody chatting, but...
Prophet Velen will be pleased that you answered his call. Peter and I have long awaited this day.
The Legion has run rampant on Azeroth for too long. It is time to see this done.
What? This is...
I am the Blade of the Light.
Yes, Called by the Light. This is unlocking, I think, maybe the Vindicator or whatever? And Argus?
Remain vigilant.
Not quite what I was planning to do.
Anaria Shala.
I'm pretty sure that
Fight
is...
well.
Okay. I'll leave this here for now, so I can do this later if I want to, but... Go to Valdrasil. Go to your garrison, or go to Dalaran. I guess head back to Dalaran, and go to Undercity. Moment threat meter. I don't technically need that, I guess, but... I've required that a little bit when tanking. Haven't really done too much with that afterwards. After 2.0, my friend I usually tank with while they heal complains that apparently tanks suck. Although I tanked and didn't have too many issues. Or at least it didn't quite sound as bad as what he sounded. What was I doing? I was going in this. And then I was going to go this way. And then... I guess we want to go visit the Horde stuff. What's this? What? Artifact, okay. I want to do... the War Chief's agenda. Why is it the War Chief's agenda for the Alliance and the Horde? Apparently we're tracking that already. One of these here somewhere. Oh, my back is itchy. How far are we? That far. Okay, I may end up moving a bit closer. I got up from my chair, sat back down, and a little bit closer than I was, but not quite as far as I was there. Do I trust Sylvanus? I'm a warlock, so Sylvanus even trust me? Okay, just want to make sure I'm going in the right direction. I didn't notice in the videos with the Alliance.
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
The War Chief awaits. Glad you can make it so quickly. Random name, of course, again. Gom. Dahar. Gom. Call us Chef Gom, or not even mention her name. I don't know how to say that. The War Chief commands Sisyllus. Give it a sip. Blah, blah, blah. This Sisyllus has been.
What? What?
I need to go AFK, so I suppose I'll pause the video here and restart it. I don't know when.